There is no such thing as failure inside of any success story. Hey, it's Heather Chauvin, wife, mother of 3 boys, former social worker, breadwinner, recovering hustler, and stage 4 cancer survivor. I'm not a fan of that term, by the way. Beyond all of these titles and labels, I'm a human being, just like you, attempting to navigate it all while feeling good. My goal on this podcast is to show you that you can live an energized, sustainable life both at home and in your work. It doesn't matter if you stay at home full-time, if you work from home, you're a CEO, a successful business owner, or trying to find some inspiration. On this show, I attempt to keep it real with stories, interviews, and random thoughts. This is not a business or career podcast, and it's not a parenting podcast. It's both and so much more. You will laugh. You may even cry, and you may even get a little frustrated with the truth you've been hiding from yourself. I believe all human behavior is a language, whether it's through your child's behavior, your health, or a relationship. And when we learn to listen instead of react, we begin to understand what it truly means to feel alive and in control. It's time to put your big girl pants on and find your brave. Let's go. Okay, ladies, I'm back, and today you have a Friday reflect and review. I think that's what I call these. My goal is to always deliver a few podcasts a week, a few solos, or at least one solo and an interview. I've been slipping off the cracker a little bit, but progress, not perfection. And so I'm getting to you today on Friday. I want to talk about this analogy of success. And I've thought this for a while, but I am taking it to the next level. If you've been listening to me for a while, you know that I'm in the process of publishing a book. I have this perseverance, this determination inside of me to just continue to become better. And this, I don't know when I caught this bug, but I feel like my first taste of possibility when I was 18 years old, and I became a mother, and I looked at my son, and I remember saying to myself, you will not become a statistic. And this inner drive inside of me to become better for him, because I was a single mom, I had no money. His father was not in the picture and was not healthy mentally, and I was terrified. I had nowhere to live. My mom was trying to kick me out of her house, and I tried to go on welfare. I did go on welfare. I was looking for housing. And I remember repeating this mantra to myself, you will not become a statistic. You will not become a statistic. And what I meant by that is you are not going to become the person, the woman, the mother that people expect you to be. You cannot do that for your son. You cannot. You have to keep persevering. You have to keep showing up. So I've told this story many, many times, but what kept me going was him. He was my why. And then eventually I realized that my children and my son could not be my only why. Because when they disappeared, when they started school, when my son started school and I was pregnant with my middle son, Calvin, who's almost 11, I was at home, and there was this weird phase for a few months when I wasn't working. And I didn't know what to do with myself, so I slept because I was severely, severely depressed. And I slept, and I used sleep as my drug, and my husband was at work, so I would just sleep from the second that Logan got on the bus that I so badly just wanted to ride behind because my anxiety was so bad. And I just slept to sleep away my anxiety because I didn't know how to get rid of it. And I would wake up, I'd put an alarm on, and I'd pretty much wake up before he got home because I had to numb my pain. I didn't know how to take away my pain. But again, this mantra inside of me, You will not become a statistic. You will not become a statistic. And so that led me to one thing after the other, after the other, after the other, until I got the corporate job that I thought everyone wanted me to get. And then again, the anxiety, the aches, the not this, not this, not this, not this. So I continued this mantra of you will not become a statistic, you will not become a statistic, until one day, when I got cancer, I was still telling myself that you will not become a statistic, you will not become a statistic. And then cancer did not teach me that. It taught me you are worthy of more than becoming a statistic. You are worthy of more than becoming a statistic. You are worthy of more than becoming a statistic. The conversation changed in my mind. See, so many women are in this fight or flight state, and I've been having these conversations over and over and over again. And the women inside my coaching programs, I actually just wrapped up this year's Soul Elite program. We opened that up again. So if anyone's interested in that, just reach out to me on Instagram. But that's for like high-level entrepreneurs, high-level, not even entrepreneurs, women in business, high level of leadership who see the burnout rates, right? And they're trying to be the leader within corporations, within their business, all of that. There's this bigger mission and drive inside of you. So if that's something you're interested in, we're just wrapping up the applications for that. You can go to Instagram and just find me, Heather Chauvin _ and send me a DM. But here's the thing with all of this. As I'm talking to these women who have invested in themselves and they're bought into, I will not become a statistic, there becomes a moment when you jump out of survival mode. You literally jump out of survival and you get into the state of momentum and you get into the state of thrival, where you no longer can say, I'm done, I'm going to give myself permission to want what I want. But once you continue to do the work, you get to this point where you have to look back and realize you've never failed. You have never failed at anything because you haven't given up. So proceed as if success is inevitable. I hear people all the time say success or failure is part of the process. But how the fuck are you actually failing if you never give up? The process is just not linear. So here I am at another opportunity in my life where I've achieved everything that I desire and I'm constantly challenging myself, and I don't need to. I do not need to challenge myself. But here's the thing. That 18-year-old me, when I was telling that girl, you will not become a statistic, you will not become a statistic, you will not become a statistic, I did it for somebody else besides me. I did it for the external. I started with a bigger why. And I see now, and I know now, that the deeper I care for myself, the bigger impact I make in the world. The bigger impact I literally make on my children and their brain development. I see it every single day. The way that they watch me, the way that they interact with me, the energy that they receive from me. All because I told myself I will not become a statistic. I deserve more. I want more. And here I am at another ledge in my life with an opportunity to say, you are worthy of wanting more. You are worthy of feeling even better than this, Heather. Every single time that we decide to choose how to feel, Sometimes women come and say, I need to stop yelling. I need to figure out how to find alignment. Working from home, having the children from home, it is all overwhelming. And we can buy into that cultural expectation that that is okay, but it is not. It's not. You're dying inside. Why is that okay? Why do you want to become a statistic? Why are you okay with status quo? Because when you choose something different, this is what happens. Your brain thinks you're about to jump off a cliff. Your brain and your fight or flight senses just kick in, and they stimulate parts of your brain that are telling you, do not go there. You will die. Do not go there. You will die. Stay safe. Stay safe. And you will stay safe. You will stay safe. You will stay in unhealthy relationships. You will continue to have $0 in your bank account. You will continue to treat yourself like shit. You will continue to not hold boundaries. You will continue to do these things again and again and again and again unless you jump. Unless you take that leap and show up for yourself. And when you do, you're going to cry. When you do, it's going to feel incredibly uncomfortable. The action is not hard. What is hard is feeling the discomfort of the emotion that's coming up that nobody wants to feel. We don't want to feel our fear. We don't want to feel our discomfort because our brain is doing everything it was designed to do to keep us safe. So my message for you today, as always, is practicing what I preach. And I'm about to do something that scares the shit out of me. It's not hard. The work is not hard. It actually won't even take that much time. My excuses, I'm past that. I know that I have the time, I have the energy. I cannot use my children as my excuse any longer. I can't use COVID as the excuse. I can't use my health, my body, my strength. I cannot. You have to be willing to look at your excuse and say, it's bullshit. I am done with my own bullshit. Because too many of us are looking for quick fixes. I don't have that for you. People market off of your vulnerability and tell you they have magic pills that once you take, you will feel better. And I'm telling you, unless you jump off of that cliff, unless you take a leap of faith, unless you trust your desire to want more, to feel better, that little voice inside of you that says, I can parent better. I can work better. I can let go of these people that are no longer serving me. I am right there with you. The scary, terrifying feeling never stops. Of course, you can always take a break. But when you're ready to leap, it is the most exhilarating, free feeling you will ever experience. So remember, proceed as if success is inevitable.